Hey guys, it's Vic Merck with Team Relinquish. I'm here with Jariss. I might have just said the name wrong. I'm bad at pronouncing names, but that's fine. So we're at Oviedo, Florida. We're at the 3v3 at Versus. He got top 8 with his team, being him, Jeremy Mitchell, and Ilya Higdon, even though they're not looking. So what were you playing?
I was playing swordsoul.
All right. And I understand you and Jeremy were pretty much playing exactly the same deck.
Basically, about like 2-card difference.
All right. Do you want to talk about your matches, or do you want to go straight into the deck profile?
I mean, there's a lot of swordsoul mirrors. Swordsoul Despia is pretty much most of my games. It's pretty much it, really. Can't say too much about it. I mean, they would have went out except for in finals, but hey, that's what it is.
All right. Let's go.
Either if enter for today's Switch tournament, please make your way to the front and pay for your entry.
So, 3 Moe,
3
tie, or 3 long young, 2 tie, and 2 ecclesia. Difference between my list and Jeremy's list, he likes to play only 1 tie. I know a lot of people are doing that as well. I always banish mine off of desires, and I personally like for tie. Yeah, so honestly I just like playing 2. The ecclesia, I had it at 3. I ended up dropping it down to 2 just because drawing multiple Z's does kind of suck, even though it helps in other scenarios. But in the end of the day, I was just like, whatever. Played 3 emergence and then 1 blackout. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Pretty normal right now.
Yeah, pretty much. For the tinnies, I played 1 Shatana, 3, 3, and 3. I maxed them all out. Some people like to try and make the deck list go to 40, so they try to cut either Vashuda or they cut Adhara. Vashuda is just extremely good, helps you break boards, there's a lot of pressure. And Adhara, you just need a tuner and it helps you get around a lot of stuff, especially token collector. So I kind of like it. And then we played 2 vessel and then 2 circle. We had these at 3 each, but we had to cut them down because the deck count, we really need to get it lower. And then it just, why y'all mad, bro? I mean, Circle is an extremely good card right now. When it resolves, you really do gain a lot of advantage, and the Vessel is just, if you don't ask Vessel, then yeah, you're looking pretty good. So, so that's pretty much all the tinnies. For hand traps, I think this is where we differed a little bit as well. I played 2 Valor, 3 Imperm, 3 Ash, and 3 Crow. Honestly, the Valors I ended up putting in last minute. I was only playing these 9. Realized that I never really saw the hand traps I needed, so I wanted to bump the count up. But on top of that, it kind of sucked when you got hit with token collectors. So if you long young and you normal Valor, you're still able to go to Yazi. You can pop the token collector and kind of do what you need to do. So it did come up a few times, and I do appreciate Valor. It helped out a lot.
Did you like this card?
Crow, I think Crow's amazing. It hits a lot of stuff, especially with your branded matchup. It was better than Bell because Lost. Lost is a dumb card. We don't need the tuners as much also because Hulk is dead. That Appaloosa stuff is irrelevant. So I think Crow is just a better card. In the mirror, it's not as great, but you can threaten if they put Vashuda or if you put Ashen in grave, you hit Crow and it kind of cripples them a little bit. They have to think outside the box. And if they're not good, then they probably can't get out of it. So we did try main deck and Droll. May try it again, but honestly, I don't like it in the mirror, so I probably won't. Then you had 2 desires and then 1 call by because they're both insane. Desires had 2 call by. I used to hate this card if I'm being totally honest because I never saw it, but when you see it, you kind of win. So I won.
So how many cards were in your main deck?
It's 42 in the main.
All right.
So then
you can go to extra.
Go to the extra deck. So start with the 10s. Into the 10s, pretty self-explanatory, insane card. I actually didn't make this card as much as I wanted to, and I made this card damn near never, but this card helps you push for game. Theoretically, this card helps you push for game. You don't make it first. That card is just a lot of pressure. Then we played the 1 Chow Feng because it helps you play around Nib. Berserker. Berserker came up actually quite a bit. Helped me win the Despia matchup because they sent Titanclad, put down Albaz or special summon Albaz, and then they tried to fusion summon, and then it just banished it. Yazi, double Boxia, double Chi Xiao. Self-explanatory. Boxia, best card. 3 Monk. Oh, that's not a Monk. 3 Monk, and then Shaman. got a lot of respect for this card at the end of the day. Helps out. Definitely reboarding things. I think it's pretty underrated. And then what Ilya convinced me to play at the last minute was Lina, specifically for the nib. Theoretically, if you get nibbed, you're able to go ahead and make this by normal something. If you normal Moe, they Veiler it or something, then you go into this. If they don't, you just continue synchro plays. If you make this, crash it into their nib, you can search out Ecclesia, you give up your battle phase within your full combo. Never came up. Yeah, I was able in the mirror to take a Chi-Shao, but yeah, that's about it.
Makes sense, the new synchro.
Yeah, the new synchros, the, what is it? Destroyer End or something like that, I don't know. The new
Psychic
End Punisher? Yeah, Psychic End Punisher. Somebody played it against me, it didn't work out for them this time, but that was just from a misplay. Reading that card and talking to a lot of people, might test that because it seems like a very viable card, especially playing with Circle. It's easy to go into and it's very hard to out realistically, so we're going to give it a shot. Onto the side. The side was a little weird. I think the side was the hardest part about this event because we don't really know. We had an idea what everybody's playing. We knew it was going to be Sword Soul and Despia mostly, but we didn't know really how much, and they still wanted to cover everything else, so it was kind of difficult. So we did. I did 2 droplet, mostly just to out token collector, a couple other things. There's a couple of times where I thought about maybe I should have had 3 or even Chalice, but honestly, I decided this in maybe twice, and I didn't even see it, so it's kind of whatever. Red Reboot, never saw this card. Theoretically, it's supposed to save me from the God card, but never saw it. D-Barrier, saw it one time in 2 days. When I saw it, I won. I got hit by it every game. I don't even know how I won. Anti-Spell, never saw it. Lightning Storm, saved me in the Sky Striker matchup. I was able to top deck it and win. And then I think in another matchup helped me clear out some a back row in the mirror. And then I was able to kind of push from there, so it was good. And then Nib, I saw it once. It was alright. But honestly, I'm not sure what I would change in this. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to go into a lot of testing, honestly. I'm sure there's some minor things we can change, but at the end of the day, I think I'm okay with it. Theoretically, if I would have saw them all, I'd have been fine.
Alright. Do you have any shoutouts?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to everybody, and Jack's helping me test, prepare. Shout out to my team. Even though they were riding me the whole event, it was good motivation, make sure I perform. And then shout out to Lazy D Store for the tokens. They have a store on Etsy, and they're really dope. I like them. So got those, and then the Mandala Palm token Field Center. I did really.
Alright. Signing off, guys.